audio gold, platinum, what I'm about to play. So this guy's a bit of a viral star himself, Judge Jeffrey Middleton, because he has been doing all of his court hearings on Zoom. You can now live stream to different platforms via Zoom, so he live streams these to Facebook, YouTube, social media, and he has no patience for anybody. Let's put it that way. He has no patience for hooligans, for riffraff, for the disenfranchised youth of today. This man.
Did you say Utes?
Utes. He's patience is minimal, if any exists. So I will share with you the court hearing that happened recently, where we meet the one and only Buttfucker 3000. Can everyone besides Kate see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Kate, can you see?
I've seen this.
Okay. Fro pointed out that you can see like things in the reflection of my case, so my computer case here. So here we go.
Right.
Buttfucker 3000.
Then we'll bring this fool in. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah, you. Yes.
Nathaniel Saxon, sir.
Your name's not Buttfucker 3000, you yoho. Logging into my court with that as your screen name.
Why
We'll
would that?
discuss that in a little bit. What kind of idiot logs into court like that? What's your name again?
Nathaniel Saxton, sir, but I don't believe that I typed anything like that in.
Well, that's what it says.
Why?
We'll
I
discuss that in
apologize.
a bit.
That should not be.
Yeah, you should. I'll put you in the waiting room. You can sit in limbo for a while and think about what you call yourself online. Mr. Grossnickel, could you take your hat off, please? All right, he missed an earlier date, but he's here now. All right, good morning, everyone. We've got everybody with a name. You're all here. Mr. Saxon back in.
Your Honor.
Yes?
If I may explain, my sister was the one that set up my Zoom account or whatever. That Buttfucker is my iPhone pairing name for my Bluetooth speaker, sir. It's an inside joke. It's not what you think. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry.
Well, you should be. All right, we'll come back to you in a bit. Let's take care of some of yours, Mr. Barnes. We have Michael Owen.
Classic.
Buttfucker 3000, ladies and gentlemen.
I do
Beautiful.
Genuinely feel for the guy because I'm sure pretty much anyone in the age of COVID knows that feeling by now of being in a group of friends on a Zoom call and changing your name to something ridiculous, then forgetting to change it back before a work meeting.
Yep.
It happened to me where I was doing a D&D campaign with some people and had set my name as my character, whose name was The Claw. And then we had a virtual Thirsty Thursday at work, and they weren't letting me in at first. And when they finally did, everyone was going, "Oh, it was Chris. We were trying to figure out who The Claw was." And I was just like, "Oh, I'm very sorry."
Should have been worse.
Should have been
It
kept a mystery,
obviously
man.
could have been worse, yes.
Yeah.
Your name's not Buttfucker 3000, you yoho.
Yoho, that's my new favorite. Insult.
We
I didn't see that before.
we
That's
had
great.
had a couple of like fun meetings, like trivia days and stuff like that at work, and everyone was putting in like a funny name that was holiday related for this thing. I'm pretty sure I had put mine in as the Bumble, you know, the abominable snowman from the old like Rudolph movies. So I was Bumble. And it was like funny, haha. There was a Rudolph, there was a Santa Claus, whatever. And then we had a similar meeting with like upper management a week later, something like that. We played the same game. And I, again, leave it. It's still the season. I left it as the Bumble. And I'm putting in all my answers on this quiz game, whatever. And everyone else's answers, because it starts showing who's like in the lead for everything. And it's like Steph, John, Jen, Bumble. And I'm like, it happened to me. And I was like, oh. And they're like, who's the Bumble?
You.
I'm like, great.
Mike, you working from home, have you had any mishaps?
No, I haven't done that. The only thing I've had to worry about is my backgrounds that I always put up there, making sure that they're appropriate enough for the audience that I'm more dealing with.
Yes, same here. As if you're following us on YouTube at youtube.com/ we don't have a username for that. Just search Hardly Focused. You can see Nate with his virtual background.
Yeah, I accidentally had this up once when I joined a call, and I forgot that it was on there, and I was just like, yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Not that bad.
Hardlyfocused.com.
It's adorable. I'd give you a promotion if I saw that.
He's a good guy.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I can see that.
Yeah, I too have to worry about the virtual backgrounds, and for me, it's the audience that I'm dealing with. There's the backgrounds that I have up for coworkers, for like meetings where it's just me and my coworkers, and then I have the backgrounds, sort of like they're not like stock backgrounds, but there's my favorite is someone went into our office one day to pick something up and took a picture of like the office as it would be seen behind me, as if I was sitting at my desk talking to someone. And it actually does trip people up who have never used a computer before, thinking, oh, you're back in your office. Look at that. What a nice place.
And actually, you're driving on the highway.
I've done it.
but with no seatbelt, so you don't get caught.
Yeah. The only difference is I'm not in court or, fighting a bill to abolish this exact thing. But I have a couple of my favorite. Well, some of my Zoom wallpapers are because you can just set like MP4 files as your Zoom wallpaper. So I'll have like concerts playing in the background. Like it's usually Paramore, but I've I'll change it up every once in a while. But my favorite is from the Alien episode of The Simpsons, where everyone thinks that Mr. Burns is an alien. When Homer, Laney, and Carl sneak out early to go to Moe's, he tricks Mr. Burns by looping footage that would show up on their security camera from 30 years prior of them disco dancing, and it just plays in a very poorly cut loop. So that is my Zoom wallpaper. Oh, I wonder if
I'd be able to download a third-party app to be able to use videos in my MS Teams backgrounds. Or would that get flagged by IT?
I'm sure I could find a way to do it for you without getting in trouble. Zoom makes it really easy as long as your workspace does not put any blocks on that sort of stuff. So, and not yet has anyone in my company given our IT any reason to do that, but we've definitely come close. So
we use MS Teams. It's terrible.
Teams is Skype.
It's awful.
It's Skype.
It's Skype.
Well, we got rid of Skype because Skype was bad, so instead they put Teams, which is just as bad.
It's the same thing. Like Skype became Teams. It's just literally they changed the color. It's not blue anymore. It's purple. But it's like the same exact thing. It's like the same sound effects, the same interface, and it's terrible. I use it occasionally for people who don't want to use Zoom. Zoom should be the gold standard.
I just don't like talking to people. So like whenever I've been training a new guy at work, and whenever he's like, "Hey, can I call you on a Teams conference?" I'm always just like, "No, just write me an email, please. Just let me respond with the written word at my own leisure. Yeah. I don't want to talk." God damn it.
Yeah, anytime anyone is like, "Can we get on a call to discuss this?" No, we do not need to get on a call. That is a waste of time. It is so much easier to.
And it's usually a simple question that would have been like a 3-word, a yes or a no response.
Yeah.
For most of the point. Like
the people who request to do calls in work settings are the ones who don't know how to use computers. So typing something up in an email or an instant message is a trivial task for them when 95% of their job is on the computer. Like, if you can't use a computer, don't work. Do manual labor.
This was actually the image that was. I lied. It wasn't a cat. It was this.
It's an amalgamation of the last 10 years, the last decade.
Oh my goodness.
Who's the dude in the sunglasses with the sombrero?
It was a thing I made for my friend because he came up with a joke called like Alien versus Predator.
Okay.
Like, because like he was like against immigration.
Oh, well, just
So
like
I made
the
that, and
movies.
it just popped up.
Just like the movies, it was a joke. So
Yeah. And I had to explain a lot of things, and I was like,
yeah. For those not viewing, you see the backdrop's an American flag, and you have ex-president Donald Trump. You have Alf, Sombrero Man, Dora the Explorer, and I'm pretty sure I saw Muhammad in there too.
I think it was somebody from Captain Planet. I can't remember. I just was looking at it and I can't remember.
I see your Captain Planet, and I raise you Mohammed. One of these will get you murdered. The answer might surprise you.
Yeah, the Captain Planet fans are real fanatical.
God,
yeah, it's true.
We should stop talking about it right now before we get blacklisted.